where the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you.
Is it koud?
Dis vrek koud.
Good morning guys, and welcome to another Bluodam episode. So today we are going kayak fishing for grunters. Me and Gerhard, you have seen Gerhard on a couple of other episodes. I've got the kayaks out again. I'll run you through everything that I've got on the kayak, but we're first going to get some pink prawns, and then I'm going to show you how to get pink prawns, and then I'm going to show you how to set up all the rigs, the hooks that we use, type of lines that we use. We are here at Kleinbrak, and we here, most of you know the area well, will know the parkie. We didn't launch there at the bottom, we came all the way up here to the parking, so we're quickly going to drop the kayaks in here, and then we're going to find a bank to get some pink prawns. I'm looking for nice big pink prawns, and I'll show you how to hook it, and I'll show you exactly how we drift. We're going to drift to the kayaks for grunters this morning. So yeah, I only got a 2-hour window of fishing, because we've got a lot of stuff happening back in George. So hopefully I can show you a couple of grunters quickly this morning, and yeah, hope you enjoy the episode. Remember, please guys, help me out, leave a comment, like the video, and please guys subscribe. The subscriptions are growing very nicely. YouTube algorithm is up, so please guys, remember to like the video and leave a little comment there for me. Thanks for everybody. See you. Hope I can show you a grunter.
Fill me out with your smile. Now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you in this game. Take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound.
Sure guys, absolutely beautiful. Okay, so before we start showing you everything, I'm going to talk about a couple of things. It is spring high tide at the moment, and it's on high tide now, so we're going to struggle a little bit to get prawns, and I actually forgot my prawn net that we normally pump into, but we're going to use the net that I catch the fish with. The holes is also small enough, so we're going to use that one. And then secondly, the barometric air pressure has been stable on 1020 for the last couple of days, so it's also a good indication. Then I'm giving you a lot of pointers today. I'm giving you a lot of all my secrets away here. Then, because it's spring high, and especially in the estuary that the mouth is open, we came up very high. So how high can you come up in the estuary? It's simple. Taste the water. So all I'm doing is I can taste the water, and it's still very nice and salty. So then I know that the fish will be able to come up here. And as you can see, the water is very clear. There you can see all the prawn holes. So the water is very clear, so I know that the seawater, the salt water has come in. There's no fresh water coming down. They push all the salt water and all the fish down, so you can come up very high. Then the spot where I'm fishing in the estuary, what I'm looking for in the estuary, guys, and I used to do this a lot before I started a YouTube channel. I used to come here every single day. Before I had children as well, I used to come up here with a kayak every single day, and I caught in this method I'm going to show you today. I caught grunter, garrick, and springers, and obviously grunters and steenbras as well, a lot of them in this estuary. So yeah, the next thing that I look for is where the estuary becomes very narrow, because the fish has to pass through there. So spring high tide, come up on the high tide, come up in the estuary, come as far as you can up and drift down with the fish. Check the barometric air pressure. I don't fish anything under 1010. I don't fish under 1010. Ideal would be 1017, but 1020, stable 1020 is fine. It's starting to drop tomorrow, so the fish might be feeding today. Third thing, look for where the estuary becomes narrow, because the fish has to come through there and work that narrow channel. Okay, so next on, we're going to start working on these prawn holes that I showed you. We're looking for some nice big prawns, pink prawns. So I'm gonna, and I've got this also from Quintus, floating prawn mate. It's another lock product. I've showed you all the lock fish meal that I use and anchovy oil. So this is a very nice bucket. So you've got, that's your normal bucket, and then you take this one, it's got holes in it, and you fill it with water, and you can put it with you in the while you're walking, and it's got a little floaty on it. So while you're walking and pumping your prawns, this one just floats next to you in the water like that, and you can just leave it like that in the water with you. You don't have to worry about it. You can actually tie it to your, if you did bring your prawn net with you, you could tie that to your prawn net, but I forgot my prawn net. But yeah, look at that, it's just floating like that. And when you have all your prawns, you just pick it up and you put it in the water drains out, and you can put it in the other one neatly into that bucket. And yeah, there's your prawn, what does he call it? Floating prawn mate. Okay, so yeah, thank you to Quintus for that floating prawn mate. Available at Extreme Fishing, or I'll put Quintus' number in the description again. Yeah, it's a very nice little product that we're going to use today for the first time. Okay, prawn pumping, let's go. Bait for the day, lovely pink prawns. Now I'm quickly going to set up the reels again using that Shimano Energies that we normally use, 7-8 kilogram line, and then I'm going to use a 2.0 circle hook with a big swivel, the biggest swivel I could find, and then there's a 2.0 circle hook, and then some people do use a small ball sinker, but there's not a lot of wind and there's no current, so I want that bait to be as natural as possible in the water. So that's why I'm not going to use a ball sinker today. I'm just going to use those big swivels, and then 5.5 kilogram Maxima green leader line. I'm going to be using right about 70 to 90 centimeters of leader line on that 2.0 circle hook, mustard circle hook, and then I'm going to put the bait through the mouth all the way out at its tail, because I don't want peckers coming to pick it off. I want the grunters to come and swallow it whole. And yeah, that's a very simple setup to use on a drift. Okay guys, so there's your little prawn. Woo! That's not a smart idea. There's your little prawn. So you take the hook and you insert it right there at the tail, and you just slide it through the whole prawn, and it comes out in front. And I know there's other ways to hook your bait, but this one makes it nice and secure, and because we're drifting, that's going to drift through the water. Looks like it's swimming backwards through the water, like a prawn swims backwards. And yeah, that looks very natural on a 5.5 Maxima green with a nice big swivel, around about 70 to 90 centimeters leader line. I'm going to let that drift 10 to 15 meters behind the boat. And then when you're rowing, yeah, you're not pulling the bait, you're just moving the bait along. So you actually want to move as slowly as possible. You're just covering more area than when you are lying still. So I've got 2 rod holders here, and Gerhard also got 2. So we're going to be trawling 4 prawns. And we're going to be working shallows, deeps, and then you can try and figure out where the fish bites the most. So hopefully I can show you a grunter. A grunter is a very skittish fish, so you don't want the line too close to you. So make sure that you have a good amount of line out. It's coming up to December holidays now, and the reason I also fish up far up here is there's a lot of traffic with the boats down close to the mouth. So I don't like fishing close to the mouth this time of year. So I prefer coming way upstream, up the river where there's not a lot of people, because it's not easily accessible. You can't walk here, walk up to here. That's why I prefer coming a little bit further down the estuary, or up the estuary, not down. Okay, so that's enough line. And then you also want to fish with a very loose drag. You don't want to fish with a tight drag. When the grunter picks up, you don't want him to realize that there's anything on the line. Is that a bait already? Just sitting lines out. No, it's just... Okay, now I'm going to quickly hook the other one on. I'm going to start with my bigger prawns. And then later on we'll start using the little ones a little bit later on. So hopefully me or Gerhard can hook up to something today. But the drift is perfect. That's why I decided to come and drift. It's on the outgoing tide now, so we're drifting closer to the mouth. And there's not a lot of wind. You can't really drift when there's strong wind, especially if the wind and the current is working against each other. Then you definitely can't do drifting. You see there, I've got a little bite again. Whoops. You want to put it into that little channel. Just work it through that channel all the way to the front. Make sure you have your bait permit with you when you're collecting bait. And please put the prawns with the eggs back. Okay, there we go. Comes out in front. Oh, to a sharp, to a circle loop is razor sharp. Okay, and just want to pull the tail up on the line like that. There we go. I'm just gonna freeze pull that out. There we go. You can check your bait fairly regularly because it is prawn that you're fishing with, and anything will pick up a pink prawn. So your small blast oppies, your puffer fish, your barbel, everything will bite on a prawn. So if you haven't had a bite like for, I'd say, 5 minutes, you can definitely check your bait. Oh, check hoe tyle hier voor. Oh, it's feeding. Can you see that? It's feeding. Oh, it's want to take it. Go. That fish was feeding while I was putting the line out. Oh, took my bait off as I was putting the line out. Hy het hom nou uit my hand uitgevat. Vat hy die aas af. Ja, hy's vis hierso. Kyk hier. Terwyl ek die lyn uitsit, toe vat hy hom. Okay, so that was a nice take. As I was putting the line out, it took the bait off, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. We'll just give him another bait. You can see where we're drifting now. There was a grunter tailing just here now. So I know the grunters are feeding, and I can see the prawn holes here right next to me. So I know they are around here. I just want to get this line out. Ooh, there's a nice take on the other line. I just want to get this line out quickly, and then I'll go. There's another one feeding right here on this one now. Look here. Look there. There's some small fish or something. Oh, I've got something on. I've got a fishy on. Yeah. Let's see what it is. Let's see what's pecking. Oh, it is a very small little steenras. So that is a white steenbras. That is a small white steenbras, and be careful, it's got very sharp spikes there at the back. Okay, so that is a good sign that what we are doing is working. Okay, so off you go, baby. There we go. So definitely working what we're doing. I'm just gonna row out a little bit. I don't like that I'm going into the trees here. Just gonna row across a little bit, and then I'm gonna set my baits up again. Ach nee. Okay, I've got another one on. Let's see what it is this time. It feels a little bit bigger than the first one. Whoa, it takes line. It took some line there. Again, as I was feeding it out, did it come off now? Feels like it's off. No, it's still on. Oh, it's taking a little bit of line. Might be a little grunter this time. Yes, there's our target species for the day. Yay! I said I want to catch a grunter today, and I caught a grunter. But look how small it is. But it's absolutely beautiful. Look at that beautiful little... Can you hear that? And that's why it's called a grunter. Oh! How beautiful is that little grunter, guys? Oh, I don't want to hurt this man. Look how beautiful that grunter is. Oh, it's absolutely amazing. It's stunning, huh? Check it out. Oh, so beautiful little grunter. Thank you, little man. Oh, no. Oh, those spikes are so sharp. Okay, so target species caught for the day. So there you can see the whole method that I showed you. It actually does work. So yeah, that was lines in the water for I don't know how long that lines was in the water. We drifted from there to there, about a 100-meter drift, and I've caught a steenbras and a grunter on that method that I showed you. Okay, so there, now you know that the method actually does work, and I'm having so much fun actually. I haven't done this in a long time. I was actually bringing my boys out to do this with me. Yeah, Luca will really enjoy this. Catching the grunters on the kayak. I used to do this a lot before I had the boat. And yeah, the other day when we went kayak fishing, I haven't seen that episode we went kayak fishing. Go and check it out. We caught a couple of, when my father-in-law hooked up to a kayak. There's another fish feeding on that one there. My father-in-law caught a grunter. Gerhard lost it right next to the boat, and I had to pick chases on mine. But yeah, then it got me into kayak fishing again. I really enjoyed fishing for the Gerhards again, and I might do a couple more episodes where I actually want to go and catch one this time, not just show you how to rig up and everything. But in this episode, I could actually say that that's how I catch grunters, and I actually caught a grunter for you. Oh, there's something going absolutely crazy on that rod. So a bunch of small fish, and it's actually very good to see all these juvenile fish in the estuary. But hopefully I can show you something better. Grunter, 5 per person, but please guys, don't keep 5 grunters. It's no need for you to keep 5 grunters, and they are 40 centimeters, but 40 centimeters is also a very, very small fish. There's not a lot of meat on a 40 centimeter fish, so please don't keep a 40 centimeter fish. Rather catch something decent like a 50 or 60 centimeter fish. Don't keep a 40 centimeter fish. Oh, fish on, and it's a nice one, guys. Oh, is it still on? Oh, did it come off? Oh, it came off. No! Damn it. No, it's still on. It's just swimming. It's just swimming towards me. Oh, shucks. Now I've got the drag on too tight. It's swimming past me. It's going to take line now. This is a nice fish. If it swam all this way, it's a nice fish. So there we go. Ooh! There we go. Fish on. Oh, it's a nice size. It's a nice size fish, guys. Yeah, it's a nice size grunter, this one. Not a monster, but you see that little circle hook, you didn't even know that he was hooked. And now the fight begins. Is it giving off the fight? What's going on here? It will probably go on a run just now. There we go. There's a little run. A little bit of a, I don't know exactly what's going on here with this fish. I can't tell you if it's a big one or a small one yet, because it's swimming towards me. And there we go. It's woken up a little bit. Okay. I don't want to pull it too hard because I don't know if it's a big one or a small one. It's a decent sized fish. Okay. Oh, that is so much fun. Whoa, there she goes on another run. Oh, this is so much fun on this light tackle. I'm going to put the ratchet on so you can hear when it runs. There she goes on another run. It's actually pulling the kayak now. Once they get close to the boat, they normally start their fight. There we go. As I said, once they get close to the boat, they normally don't like it that much, and then they'll go for a run. You see, when they get close to the boat, they'll go like this, zoom, zoom, zoom. They'll bump you 3 times, and then they'll go for a run. That's a decent sized fish. They'll bump you 1, 2, 3, and then they'll go for a run. Watch out. 1. There's 1. Let's see. Let's see if I can show you those bumps. 1. Oh, this is fun. It's turning the kayak. This is so much fun. I'm absolutely loving this. I need to get that net. Oh, cool. I'm just quickly gonna sort out this net. Then my net's ready. The fish is not ready yet. Yeah. Oh, it's a nice size. Oh, it's a nice size. Oh, it's a beautiful size grunter. Now to get this thing landed. There we go. Safely in the net. Oh, and there she goes. Wil jy grunter eet vanaand?
Lekker.
Wil jy eet vanaand? Okay guys, this is a very nice size grunter. So this one I'm gonna keep for the pot. I'm gonna eat this one. Circle hook right there in the corner of the mouth. Just be careful. Those things there. Let me just hold the camera like this. Those things there are razor sharp. So just be careful when handling the fish. Make sure that you miss those. So I'm putting my hand past them into the gills. There you go. Right there in the corner of the mouth, like a circle hook's supposed to do. Okay, and this one's gonna go to the plate. I normally do like that if I want to kill the fish and keep it. That is what I normally do with the fish, and I've got this very nice sensation foldable away net that I use when catching grunter. Okay, so yeah, there we go. That is a Very nice size eating grunter. I just want to take this nice. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful grunter. Oh, that is a absolutely beautiful grunter. Oh, you can hear those grunts. You can hear those beautiful grunts. Oh, beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Grunter. That was a lovely fight. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Now what I do with you? I'm gonna leave him in the net so that he doesn't jump out. Just gonna make sure that he stays in the net. There we go. Safe and sound. Okay, let's see if we can do that all over again. Okay guys, so what we did now is we went, we just rode around again. But there's like a little island here. The guys at knysna will know exactly where I am. Also, grunter is a very skittish fish. We went around the other side of the island. And now we're back here in exactly the same spot where I caught this fish just now. And there you can actually see it is very shallow. I'd say about knee deep, so 50-60 centimeters of water that I caught that fish in. So yeah, and the water temperature is also very nice. I'd say around about 19 degrees is the water temperature. So everything that I predicted, I can almost say, the barometric pressure was right. The high tide, a spring high tide, the fish came up the river because we're very high up in the river. That was right. The bait, the prawn, the drift, the shallow water, the temperature of the water. So you can, but fishing is still a game of luck. And today we were very lucky and very fortunate to catch this fish. But yeah, so we're covering the same area again, and then I'm gonna head back home because we got one very nice fish for the braai. So we're gonna get an absolutely beautiful morning. You can hear the waves, you can hear the fish jumping, you can hear the grunters tailing. Yeah, it's absolutely stunning morning. You can see Gerhard behind me. But yeah, a grunter is a very skittish fish, so you don't want to do too much if you're drifting with a boat. You don't want to make too much noise. That's why you'll see we don't paddle a lot. We'll just drift along with the current or the wind. If the estuary mouths are closed, you can use the current out the wind as well to drift, to check that your wind is blowing in the right direction. But you don't get off days often that you can drift just perfect like this, the perfect speed. There you can see the speed that we're traveling. If you look at the prawn holes at the bottom, you can see the speed that we're traveling. So we literally moving our bait from one spot to the other. We're not dragging it, we're just slowly drifting it with no sinkers. It's just that big swivel, and yeah, you can see it's working 100%. So we caught that little steenbras first, then caught the little grunter, and then we managed to catch that nice size grunter. So yeah, please guys, we're gonna, if we don't catch anything else, we're gonna exit. We're gonna get the kayaks back on trailer. We need to go back home. I need to be back home at 9 o'clock. It's just past 7 now, so just about an hour and a half fishing, 2 hours with bait collection and everything. But it was an absolutely beautiful morning, and what an experience to catch that grunter on the light tackle. So yeah guys, remember to like the video, please leave a comment. You are helping the YouTube algorithm massively, so thank you for everybody that has subscribed and liked the videos and commented. You guys are really helping out, and yeah, hope to see you in another episode soon.